Rosa So Regal here to drop off a quick little word in your spirit. Okay, so I don't know who this is for besides me, because I definitely had a Romans 8:28 type of experience today. And I was like, okay, God, yes, you can most certainly blow my mind. I'm here for it. I know that all things are working together for my good, so just go ahead and, do your big one. So I wanted to unpack that verse. Romans chapter 8 verses 28. I don't know if you got the text message, but if you haven't, go read it. And the scripture goes a little bit like this. And we know all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. Now, I wanted to unpack that just a little bit because I've been having a Romans 8:28 type of year. And today was a reminder that all things truly are working together for my good. So I took a few notes and I was like, let me go get my handy dandy notebook so I can share with the tribe just a little bit of what it meant to me when I read it. Okay, so boom. Now, each translation is different, so you may get a little bit more from the Message than you may get from the King James, than the NIV. Just pick your translation, honey, and read. Okay, so the first word that stood out to me in this verse is the word and we know. So clearly the word and, it's a conjoining conjunction word. It's tying into something that has taken place previously, or it's another thought that has preceded this thought that is about to come into play in this sentence, and we're just going to add them in together. And, okay, and, yes, I got that. And, so, and we know. Let me tell you something about the word know. The word know for me just does it, because when you know that you know that you know, you have a certain fact. You have a guaranteed truth. You have a definite answer, honey. When you know, you can't nobody tell you different other than what you know. This is not, and we guess, and we maybe think, and we can't decide, and we know. So you better know for sure what? That all things, not some, not a few, not a little bit, but honey, all things. And when you're dealing with all-encompassing God, who is almighty and all-powerful, you better know there will be no lack or no deficiencies. All things. That means you got everything you need. Not some, not a little bit. Maybe I'm going to give you what's left over. No, baby. I'm going to need all of that and then some, okay? So the next word in this scripture that stood out to me was work together. Okay, and we know all things do what? They work together. Okay, work together. What you getting? Work together said, honey, when you're ready to collaborate, when you want to conjoin, when you want to cooperate, when you want to join forces, when you want to unite, when you want to partner, that's when we can truly work together. So we know that all things, no matter what has happened to you, baby, it has happened for you, because all things work together. All things join forces. All things collaborate. All things tie in together for, not two, but for. That word for. Let's get into that word for, honey. Okay, I'm going to take you to English class just a little bit. So the word for is a coordinating conjunction, right? And it's conjoining. It's usually the glue that is tying in all of the other words into the sentences. For what? Sometimes the word for can be placed at the beginning of a sentence. Sometimes it can be placed at the middle. But that word for, it is a coordinating, which means it's coordinating everything to work together, to conjoin together, because it's either about to put this prepositional phrase in its place and show you, like, before this word even gets prepositioned to do the next part of this sentence, let me just let you know what's going on for. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so let me go to my notes. The word for gives the reason why. Yes. And we know all things work together for. So we know that word for is about to give a reason why. But what's the reason why? We know that all things work together for what? The good of those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. The word for, oh my goodness, it is the glue of the sentence. It is the glue of this scripture. It's tying all of the things in place. So we've got know, all, work together for. For what? What is all things working together for? for my good. It's working together for my good. It didn't feel good when it happened, but baby, it's working together for my good. It may have had me upset, frustrated, irritated, confused, feeling defeated and discouraged. But guess what? It worked together for my good. So I don't know what you're dealing with at this point of your life. I don't know who am I talking to. I don't know what season you're in. And you're like, oh my God, things just keep happening to me. No. Change the language. Watch your mouth. Watch your tone. Because it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. You know that, right? For we know that all things work together for. That word for is there to remind you that if it had not been for you going through the heartbreak, the heartache, and the pain, you wouldn't know what it feels like to live, to laugh, and to love again. If it had not for you getting fired, you would know what it feels like to be the CEO and the owner of your own company. If it had not been for you having to go through the process of a miscarriage, you wouldn't know what it feels like to have a rainbow baby. If it had not been for the divorce, for the betrayal, for the eviction, for the repossession, for whatever it was you went through, it would not be working out for your good today. And you can look back on anything in your life and you can say, you know what? I am here because it all worked out for my good. And if it had not been for X, Y, and Z taking place, honey, I wouldn't even be in this space and in this season of my life. So be grateful when things happen for you because they are pre-positioning you for what's to come next, okay? Let me get back to my notes. Verse 28 was one of the verses that stuck out to me. But you know what else stuck out to me? Verse 31. If you drop on down just a little bit further in Romans chapter 8, baby, go to verse 31. And it says, what shall we then say to these things? That if God be what? For. There goes that word for. If God be for us, who can be against us? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking. Baby, I just needed to get that off my chest. I just needed to drop that off in your spirit. I hope this blesses you richly. I hope you were able to glean something from this. Let me tell you something. If it had not been for the valley lows, you would know the experiences on the mountain highs. If it had not been for those dark, deep nights where you cried and you were depressed and you were sad and you were broken, you wouldn't know what the joy of the Lord truly feels like. If it had not been for those storms in your life, you wouldn't even appreciate the sunshine. Baby, if it had not been for the doors that God opened for you to walk out of and the doors that he opened for you to walk into and then the doors that he closed behind you that you can't even go behind, you wouldn't even know what a new opportunity looked like. You wouldn't know what your breakthrough looked like if it had not been for. I'm gonna sit this right here and I hope it bless you real good because it blessed me real good. And if you are in a season of your life where a lot of things are happening, you think it's happening to you when it's really happening for you. You gotta reframe your mind so that you can see that God's will is being done. He said, not thy will, Rosa so regal in the pink jumpsuit, but my will be done. I said, okay. All right, God, you go ahead and let your will be done on earth as it is in what? In heaven, which means his will has already been done. It is finished. It is complete. It is signed, sealed, and delivered. It's already taken place in the spiritual. We're just waiting for it to show up in the supernatural and in the physical. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoy this word. If it blessed you, drop down in the comments and let me know what is currently working together for your good in this season. What are you expecting, hoping, waiting, and wishing for to happen for you before this year closes out, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to the tribe for all of the vibes. Yes, that's Rosa So Regal on YouTube. And then, honey, listen, you know, I didn't put together this for decoration. Release my thoughts in writing. Yes, yes, yes. This is my book. This is an interactive wellness journal for the mind. Get your copy today, okay? I will place the link in the description box if you want to purchase a copy, or you can go on Amazon. If you're local here in Atlanta, you can get your copy. I'll be in Memphis this weekend, so you can get your copy. Let me know what's up. Are you ready to release your thoughts in writing? Because the space is definitely here for you. You got all the space and opportunities to do so. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.